All right. Well, you know what? Here's some fun. I got some big time heat for you guys. Well, I mean, it's normal for this time of year. Nonetheless, though, we're starting off on the warmer end, 88 in DFW. You can actually kind of see how the winds are coming from the north, right near the border of Oklahoma and Texas. That is the cold front. It's not going to make it really much farther than what you're seeing at right now. But of course, hey, we're going to keep our eye on it because it might bring a little bit of rain and shower activity to the northernmost counties of the state, but nothing really more than that. And well, that kind of stinks because we could certainly use the rain. We're on track right now to be one of the driest summers on record. July 1st was the last time that we had rainfall recorded at the Waco airport, and even then it was just a trace amount. And of course, the drought conditions are continuing to worsen, increasing our wildfire risks, and of course just increasing heat overall. We're going to keep our eye on that because again, we're at the hottest month of the year. Here's that dangerous heat. Yep, we're under excessive heat warning until about 8 o'clock for tonight. The National Weather Service is kind of doing this on a day-by-day basis, whether or not it's going to be an excessive heat warning, a heat advisory, or anything in between. Heat index values by this afternoon getting up to about 112. Actual air temperatures still staying pretty warm. 107 for Killeen, Gatesville, Hamilton, 108 for Meridian, Hillsborough, 106 for Mejia, Fairfield, 107 for College Station. And that's not the only thing increasing. The fire risk. Yes, elevated fire dangers. Highest threat, of course, is going to be West 535, where the drought conditions are on the worst end. But notice how this map just continues to keep expanding eastward toward the I-45 corridor as we're seeing just that extreme heat, that strong winds, and everything in between. Mostly clear skies for tonight. A bit breezy, though. We're talking these southerly winds are going to be picking up to about 20, 25, maybe even 30 miles an hour over the next couple of days. Sunrise, of course, 6:50 a.m. Over your next 48 hours, there is very limited activity. You might start to see an increase in cloud cover going into your Tuesday morning, but nothing more than that. As a matter of fact, those southerly winds continue to funnel in a lot of that very dry air across our region. So you might see mostly clear skies during the night, but plenty of sunshine during the day, which means you might want to put on that sunscreen if you're spending any extended time outdoors. The jet stream is doing something interesting over the next few days. It kind of dips down, then it comes back up, and then dips down, and then comes back up. What does that mean for our temperatures? It really doesn't mean much. As a matter of fact, it just means we're going to be in the relatively steady kind of sector here. What I mean by that is we're going to be in those mid 100s. 106 for today. Might be cooling down slightly for tomorrow. Tuesday and Wednesday about 103, 104 respectively. The Brazos Valley, where you guys are a little bit closer to the coast, well, you're going to see relatively stable temperatures. Again, talking about 104, 105, not much more than that. Very limited cloud cover if we see any. It's just going to be taking place during those overnight hours. Wind gusts staying very strong from the south throughout the entirety of the week. That's just going to continue to increase our wildfire dangers and risks over the next couple of days. And of course, well, it's August. It's going to be the hottest time of the year with no big relief in sight, at least until we probably go into likely September.